Hey there, Libra. It's Bridget with Native Touch Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. We're jumping right into it today. So, angel number first, then tarot, then wrapping everything up with a soul truth card. If this is the type of content you enjoy on YouTube, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it means the world to me. So, your angel number 0707, compromise. Release what no longer serves you and let go of grudges. Openly express your emotions and seek compromise. When understanding is lacking, it's best to move forward. Embrace the truth, and it will set you free. Okay, spirit guides, come hang out with Libra and myself for this reading. Please guide my hands and my heart so that we can have a little fun. Your first card, Libra. Ooh, the Nine of Cups. With the Knight of Wands. Temperance. With the Nine of Pentacles. So far, so good. Four of Swords. With the Ten of Swords, okay. Page of Wands. With the Five of Pentacles. Okay, let's have a little heart-to-heart here, Libra. So, Nine of Cups. You're feeling pretty darn good. Nine of Cups is all about fulfillment. This is wishes coming true. So again, you are feeling like the cat that just ate the canary. Life is fabulous. You are realizing your dreams. You are filled with joy, and you want to spread it to whoever will listen to you. Because then we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a very passionate kind of energy. He is confident. He is charming. But when we see the Knight of Wands in a reading, this is our cue that you might be asked to make a quick decision. Okay, so let's see where this energy is going. Why do we have the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Wands here for Libra? Okay, well, you have some confirmation, honey, because you have the Nine of Cups again. So, hats off to you, Libra. You are feeling pretty darn good. And honestly, no one can blame you. That is some seriously good energy to start off this week. Okay, let's move on to position number 2, which is possible challenges, if any. Okay, and these two cards right now are not showing me any challenge at all. We have Temperance, and Temperance is all about having patience, finding the middle road. So Temperance is about balance. This is about compromise and moderation, leading us to the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. This is a self-made person, okay? This is independent wealth. You did what you needed to do to build up your personal little empire. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is all about success. This is all due, though, to your diligence and your discipline and self-reliance. You are self-made. You didn't need anyone else's help. You did it yourself. So why do we have Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles here for Libra? The Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the second card in this row that wants you to look for balance. Okay, so we have Temperance asking you to find balance. And now we have the Two of Pentacles asking you for balance. The Two of Pentacles could also represent juggling priorities. Okay, so if you really are self-made, you've learned how to juggle those priorities. You had to. You didn't have any outside help. You had to figure out how to not only build your business, but to make sure your kids got to daycare and, your husband made it to the doctor this week. There's so many things that people have to do. So when you're building a business, it's just an additional thing. That's why I'm so gosh darn proud of anyone who has reached the goal of the Nine of Pentacles. But again, let's go back to the balance. Temperance and the Two of Pentacles are asking you for balance. Okay? So when two cards show up like that, like these two and these two, let's listen to the message because I use a second deck to back it up. So let's move on to position 3. We are looking at the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and this is advice from Spirit, okay? So the Four of Swords is a card telling me you might need to take a break. You might need to take a little breather here. So the Four of Swords is all about rest, okay? This could be anxiety, but whenever I see this card, I always think that maybe you need a time out, okay? This could be that you just need a nap. You need a break. You might need to meditate. The Four of Swords could also represent prayer. His hands are in the prayer motion. So I believe, though, this card is telling you to take a break because you're feeling like a doormat right now. For some reason, the Ten of Swords is here. And you feel like you have been completely kicked in the teeth and you are done for, okay? You're feeling pinned down. You're feeling like this is the end of the road. But the good news is it's a 10, meaning just the number alone means it's the ending of a cycle, okay? Endings equal new beginnings. It's just how the universe works. So, advice from Spirit so far is you are being asked to take a break. You're being asked to rest. You might be asked to meditate or pray to fine tune what you want from the universe. Because the Ten of Swords, again, is all about feeling like you were betrayed. You're feeling like you've been used. You're feeling like a doormat right now. So, Spirit guides, why do we have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords here? The Chariot. Now, the Chariot is all about success. The Chariot is telling me that you like to be in control. Oh, that's it. So this might be a little bit of a control issue right now. Okay, so if you do indeed like to be in control, you might later this week start to feel like you're losing your grip. Okay, so you're being asked to find that balance because you're trying to take on too much. Okay, you need to let people help. And if this truly is an independent wealth where you have no help, then maybe it's time to sit down and meditate and start making a list, because something that you're trying to control is going to end up in a very ugly situation if you don't back off and try to create some kind of plan. Something, yeah, there's too much control here and it's not going to end well. So if you truly don't have help and can't delegate right now, please, please, please make a list of priorities. Really juggle those priorities, make a list and start at the top and get as far as you can. That will at least get rid of this defeated feeling. Because if I'm looking at a list of 10 things that have to be done for my business and I don't get to any of them, of course I'm going to feel like I totally fell on my face and totally screwed up. But if I have a list and I can get the first 7 things done, then my business can open tomorrow and I'm not in this situation. So I don't know, and I always go back to the business thing because I own a small business besides this tarot channel. So yeah, you're being asked to release control. So yeah, let's move on to possible outcome. Because the possible outcome this week, we have the Page of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Page of Wands is good news, okay? So if we can release some control, take a break, take a deep breath, don't feel like a doormat, then the Page of Wands is bringing in good news for the end of the week, okay? This is a very creative, this is a courageous. The Page of Wands is bringing you an opportunity with passion, for passion. This is a very fiery energy that's going to make you feel really alive. And you're going to need that because there's also the Five of Pentacles, which means there's going to be a little bit of a hiccup, okay? There's going to be a temporary hardship. Now, you might not feel well by the end of the week. This could be your health. You might get a cold. Or maybe you're going to look at that bank account and go, poop. I overspent on A, so now I can't pay B. Okay, but the key here is this is temporary. Absolutely temporary. So, why do we have the Page of Wands and the Five of Pentacles here? Because we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, another bearer of good news. Okay, so again, Spirit's telling you there is some good news coming in for you this week. The question is going to be, is it going to come before or after our temporary hardship? The Page of Pentacles could also be a new job on the horizon. This could be an opportunity to increase your income. So if the Page of Wands is telling you an opportunity to be passionate and be creative and something that's going to make you feel confident is coming in, the Page of Pentacles is here to tell you you're right. But guess what? That energy that the Page of Wands is bringing, I'm going to one up it. And I'm going to bring an opportunity for you to increase income feeling that good. So when we get to the end of the week and we have this sad moment, we have, a sinus infection, if we have our checking account not balancing out properly, please don't lose hope. Do not dig yourself any deeper into any hole because the five is temporary. And these new things coming in for you are going to make you forget that temporary anything. So let's grab our soul truth card and see how the universe wants to wrap this up for you. So, spirit guides, Libra, what card do they need to wrap all of this up? I'm looking for the one that makes my tummy flip. There you go. Ha! What risk can I take today? And I think this is for you. Okay, so maybe these new opportunities for passion and excitement and the new opportunity to increase your income or a new job is the risk you need to take. Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap. But do not fret because your soul has wings. Okay, homework. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. I like the no more thinking because the advice from Spirit, you had all swords, which is thinking, right? The outcome, there's no thinking. There's no thinking. You have wands and pentacles. So Spirit is telling you, take the risk. There is no reward without risk. So there you have it, Libra. If any of this resonated with you, I would love a like, share, or follow. It really does help out small channels like mine. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you next week for your weekly reading. Make it a good one.